Alright, finally got to go out dumpster, or go and hit fire here. I've been able to hit, I think, what, the last 2 weeks someone was here. There's definitely was the case last week, but look, I could see that stuff from the street. I could see that this is loaded. But look at this is very funny. Hardy Boys books, 1 through 60. Want to know where they are? In Arizona. I sold them. Because I sold them, and that's where they ended up. So those are in Arizona. And that's not the lid for the tote that they were in. No, because they were in a box. They weren't even in a tote. But I do have a tote that's the Rubbermaid Roughnecks like that, but it's a green one with holes in the bottom. That actually I got on the street actually. But I see a lot of lids to the nice black Home Depot containers, but none of them in here. See a bunch of lids for containers, but not actual containers, I don't think, unless they're buried in this pile somewhere. A bunch of number 10 cans too of stuff. So obviously they're cleaning out something. Doing a clean out of something, and they've been doing that periodically, you know, in the last couple months. And that's what the stuff that I've been finding in here. But I found that very funny though, the Hardy Boys books. Those are now in Arizona. They're going to be doing something. This tower ladder for Lackawanna is now over here. It's been sitting over there in the back for ever. It hasn't moved. But I'm going to have to hop up in here, I think, and get looking. See what I can find. Alright, so quick cut. We're over in the next area. Cleaned out fire, you know, as much as I could. So I guess we'll go a quick little haul. These are useful for building the shed. I'm pretty sure, so I grabbed them. I mean, I'm sure we'll find a use for them. There's these nice cast. These are pretty sure just cast. Whoops. What is it supposed to be? A swan? The other one, it's broke. The feeder broke off, though. It's right there. A box of cans. This little scale thing. Little tiny scale. Some photo paper. Keyboard. A couple of dustpans. Like I said, I grabbed the top of that. I guess I doubt it's worth anything. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. The box is in kind of rough shape. So I figured, well, I'll grab it, see if it's worth anything. Oh, and in one of the first contractor bags, I moved it. I'm like, why is this so heavy? I dug to the bottom. It's full of cables. Cables and bags like this, kind of like this, that I found before in a different trip over there. And then some other stuff. Nothing really important that I can think of off the top. So I've completely rearranged that dumpster. I mean, I worked in quadrants. Dug to the bottom pretty much on that one, and man, that thing was loaded with number 10 cans of old dehydrated food, also different types, some old Thrive stuff in there too that I saw. So obviously someone was a prepper, and whoever's cleaning up shop right now is not, and is throwing that crap out, and it's been sitting there for a super long time, which is what I think the case is. There was a couple of other, like a different box and stuff that had food in it, and I looked at one of the expiration dates on it. It was a popcorn from Costco, 2011, so I'm assuming a lot of the stuff's been just sitting around, so I didn't grab any of it. Most of it, I'm pretty sure, stuff I wouldn't eat anyways. I don't know, maybe I should grab that stuff, because someone paid a pretty penny for that. So we're in the next section, but there's a dumpster missing. So that dumpster that's normally here is now not here. And that one, that was a waste management one over there, it actually now has stuff in it, and it hasn't before. It's got some boxes. It's got some nice packing paper that I'm going to come back and get when I'm done running this area. And a small box. It's got some nice boxes in it, but like I said, brown, you know, just brown packing paper that I want. I can check that one. There's no one there. Over there, there's a lift. I don't know if that means anything. And the light dumpster or any of the dumpsters over there. I can see that one right there that's normally locked. I can see the lid's open, but I'm pretty sure the sides are still locked. Kind of like that waste management one. The sides are locked, but the top's not. Makes no sense. So, maybe I'll take a quick peek in the top of that. But other than that, we'll keep running the normal circuit. And, with this, I put air in it before I left. I used a different air pump, or a different bike pump. The first one I tried using, it wouldn't do it, but it was doing all right. And then when I kind of got the fire starting to get kind of flat, I figured It probably would have lasted the whole trip, but then obviously I started putting all that weight in it, so it kind of went flat again. Probably should have brought the pump just for this instance so I could pump it back up. So, because I mean, if I do that, it'll keep running and keep, you know, limping it along here. So we're gonna go hit the rest of this areas, see if there's anything to be found. Alright, so it's Sunday night now. I don't quite remember where I left you guys off last night with the dumpsters, but I want to say there wasn't really anything else. Although at security, there was a couple pieces of aluminum and a, you know, part of a dome camera that's with the cast outside it, so it's glass in it. So someone's flipping up. There hasn't been anything in it, you know, since 2020, and there was, you know, that little piece in there. So, but trash picking tonight was pretty slow. I got the beach chair with this beach sand still on it. I don't know if you can tell. And then a recycle bin. This one's in okay shape. Corners kind of pretty cracked. Corners are cracked a bit. That one's a little more severe. But other than that, not a bad bin. So, and that's the collection. And I did swing back and picked up my packing paper, a little bit of bubble wrap that was in there. You know, one of these smaller boxes, and so. That's that. Well, I found there was 4 things. There was a vacuum cord. That's over there. That fan that James is playing with because he's gonna keep it. The beach chair and the recycle bin. That was it. Up the street at the corner, there's a vacuum. But I'm pretty sure its cord's cut on it. I didn't get a good look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's cut. But I did see on my way to work this morning over there. Was it 2-3 streets over? On the side of the house, I can see there's a bathroom sink, and I can tell they took, you know, replaced the vanity and the sink in that. And I can see it's on the side of the house. They still haven't put it out yet. It's almost, what, 9 o'clock, and they still haven't put it out, so. I'll maybe check one more time a bit later tonight. I might give it a couple hours, maybe. Like 10, 11 maybe tonight. I'll just go back over and check to see if it's still there, because I would definitely would like to have it, but it's, not out at the curb. So that really was it. It was a pretty slow week. Pretty slow week. Not so much on the dumpster end, but on the trash end. Maybe I'll go out tomorrow night. I haven't gone over there in quite a long time, so I might go see what it's looking like over there. There's definitely competition out too. I know that for a fact. Our neighbor over here, he had some like roofing tin that's been gone for hours now. So there was that. I seen, you know, the telltale sign of a truck going, you know, coming down here and going right up the next block. That's a telltale sign. So they might have been the ones who grabbed it or otherwise. And there's definitely someone who looked at that. You know, can't really see it next to the tote. There was a picture frame thing that I picked up beforehand. I had thrown it kind of over here, and now it's next to the tote, so someone, I think, looked at it and just threw it next to the cycle tote, which is now where it belongs. So that's one of the streets. There was an ironing board where that sink is, because I went down that street. There was an ironing board I noticed was missing. But other than that, there wasn't much else out on that end anyways. But I think that'll do it for this week. Let's go out tomorrow. I'll see you guys next week. Alright, so, it's Tuesday night now, but, to kind of recap over, went down, so after I was done Monday, there was a fire call that went out, way off in the distance, and I figured I'll go up here to the 2 main roads, and see if I could catch, you know, anybody responding. I didn't end up catching anything, you know. There was one engine that responded from that fire call, but I missed them, because they were on the other road up there. It went off that way into the distance, but as I was coming up the main road there to go up to the intersection, I noticed there was a big trash pile down by some apartments down there, and there was you know, a pile of bulk at the one, and then a bunch of bags at the other one, and some junk. So I stopped, and I seen a screen sitting there. So I stopped at that pile, picked up the screen, and then there was something that had a vacuum kind of cord on it or whatever that was already cut. So someone had already looted through the pile but left the screen. So I grabbed the screen, I'm coming back down to go back, go to her grandmother's, stop there real quick. Because on my way up there, she had called me about the trash pile at the neighbors. So, and I was already out, and I was already on that side of town, so I figured, whatever, I'll stop back at the pile, which is a good thing I did, because that's where the two box fans came from. So, but I'm coming back down the street, and I'm not paying attention because there's a paramedics going to go to the hospital, and they're running code. I wasn't paying attention. The stupid screen I was holding in my hand ended up in between my wheel and fork, and then I broke a spoke, cut my knee. Luckily, I didn't go flying, but so I did that. Then I stopped at the trash pile next door, and seen the two box fans. Cord cutters beat me to it. As you can see, they beat me to it. These are weird. These fans are weird. I've never seen one where it's a fan where it's got this detachable cord like this. I've never seen that on a box fan, on the fan. So I grabbed them, stashed them, and then I just picked them up, or they got sent home yesterday on Monday. So that was that. And also on my way back, that faucet I've been waiting for finally got put out. I ended up taking it off. It's all plastic. It's one of the new all plastic ones. So that was a complete waste. So I've been waiting since noon, and I waited till I think about 9 for a faucet that was all plastic. So that was great. So I ended up throwing that out. But as I kept the box fans here, that other one had to be cleaned up. It was super dirty. This is also a weird one. I've never seen one like that. Kept it. James is probably going to keep these ones if they work. We'll keep them. Even though these don't have handles or feet or anything. It's missing one of the screws. Because out in the shed, obviously you need it for ventilation. Not just the one right there. But you need fans out here because it'll get hot out here. Oh, the extension cord. Yeah, I'll have it, like running up on here. So I can plug stuff in. Got a light out here to plug it in. So he's still working on this. That's got to be sold. That weed eater piece of junk. This Cub Cadet can be sold. That can be sold. There's then he's working on this, and then this will be sold as well. I still have that microwave and haven't gotten into it yet. I want to do it with both of us. I'm pretty sure I want both of us to do it, so that'll be tomorrow. That'll get done. Then there's that little can that he's using that was a DeWalt shop vac that's no good. Motor on it's junk, so he's just got that sitting in the corner. So that's really the updates I wanted to bring you. And I didn't go out. And then Monday night, which was last night, I didn't end up going out. There was a big structure fire right at 4 o'clock. So I went and did that. Hung out, was out there for a couple hours. Got to come back, edit the pictures together, put the pictures up. I had to film the eBay what sold video. So it's going over there, got thrown out the window. So that didn't happen. But other than that, that'll be it. And we'll see what next week brings.